Okay, this is just going to be a brief update into my life because the last time I ever created anything, I was completely out of it. I was in my own little form of hell and I was not well at all. I had a bunch of things going on. I had a brain tumour, I had swelling in my brain. I also had anhedonia, which means I couldn't feel a single goddamn thing. And I was suffering from antidepressant withdrawal after going cold turkey. And a lot of stuff was happening to me. I was getting very paranoid at times. I had really severe insomnia, so every night I could not sleep at all. I used to cry myself to sleep most nights. I was skittish and paranoid. I'd curl up on the floor and cover my ears and just fall asleep that way. I used to get scared of every little thing. And that's all thanks to the antidepressant withdrawal, the fact that I had a brain tumour that was affecting my personality, and the fact that I had anhedonia. So my brain was freaking the hell out. But now things have decided to change a little bit for the better. I'm starting to regain my old issues. Now, because I'm starting to regain my old issues, that means I'm starting to become myself again. It's sort of like someone pressed pause or something and then pressed play again, and now everything's just resumed again. So it's like I had issues before the anhedonia and antidepressant withdrawal kicked in. Then the anhedonia took all my issues away from me and I was a void of a person. And now recently I started to have my issues back. The agoraphobia, the PTSD complications, the anxiety, the stress, the depression is all back. So even though that's bad, the main thing is I'm starting to become my ordinary self again, which is brilliant. Now, I have to say though, when it comes to anhedonia, no matter how depressed you get, no matter how sad and horrible your life can feel, and I'm saying feel, as I know some lives can be very, very challenging and upsetting and abusive, but for those who are not in those circumstances, but yet feel that life is absolutely brutal and have negative feelings they're dealing with every single day, just know that compared to what you're going through, compared to anhedonia is the worst problem to deal with because that takes everything away from you. It's one thing to be sad and have the choice, well, not the choice, but to have moments where you can feel happiness. But it's another to feel completely void of emotion to the point where it takes away every little thing that you could have held on to. But anyway, so I've regained my ability to feel anger at times as well. This is a new one, and I think it only happened 2 weeks ago. Whenever I felt angry before the anhedonia and all my problems kicked in, I used to get really bad adrenaline rushes. My hands used to shake, my body felt twitchy. I felt like I was ready to kick some butt. And that's been coming back. I've also regained my fear of insects. Not as severe as it used to be because I'm still recovering from the anhedonia. Most of my emotions are only vague. But, I freaked out. And I remember the first time I freaked out over a bug after a year of not having any fears whatsoever. I was sat in my dad's car, there was an insect on the window. I tried to spray it with some bug spray. The thing didn't die. I freaked out. And then my dad had to stop the car, get out and just remove it with a piece of tissue. And yep, that was the beginning of my fears again. And then I started getting really anxious out in public, which is strange because with anhedonia I didn't feel any anxiety whatsoever. I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about anyone. And then small things like seeing a cat. Every time I saw a cat in the past, it used to make me really emotional and happy. So now when I see a cat, I get really emotional and happy again. So that's brilliant because I love cats. I've also got tiny slivers of motivation where I want to be able to do something for myself because I have the desire to, like making a cup of tea, or watching a film, or playing a game, or being stupid and staying up late. That's coming back. So yeah, I'm starting to become myself again after a year of dealing with the worst kind of problem ever. Because there's no cure. There's no cure for anhedonia. All you've got is luck, research that you have to do yourself, and then self-medicating on all sorts of treatments and stuff. it is a mental world, and some people have actually died because they couldn't get any help whatsoever. Some people have died from medicating themselves. But yeah, thanks for listening to me update.